Hey everyone, it's Ryzen, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. Well, I've gotten rid of a few personas that I had on me, Nandi, Mithra, and Inugami, who I guess I shouldn't have bought, but oh well, it's so cheap anyway. But anyway, yeah, sadly I really needed to make room by getting rid of Nandi, which sucks because he's expensive, but oh well. So, the first persona that I want to fuse is, well, Black Frost. Both to complete the request and to make a bridge for later. Unfortunately, it's an annoying fusion to do, and it may take me a while to get everything I want on it. So Wapo and Kusi Mitama will create King Frost. That's step number 1. Don't need to transfer anything in particular. So we'll just fuse it like that. I was just double checking if I needed to fuse or transfer anything, but no, not the case. King Frost is not too useful because, well, he's an ice persona weak to fire, so that's no good. Leanan Sidhe is infinitely better. Its default skill set isn't even that good anyway. I mean, yeah, I guess you got dodge fire, but who cares about dodge fire? Why not just get rid of the weakness in general? Not that we could do that yet, but still. I'd rather just not have the weakness to begin with than rely on evade. Let's register King Frost. Obviously, I'm not registering Samael and Take-Mikazuchi anymore because they've learned their last moves. Now, I'm going to need Jack Frost and Pyro Jack. And I'm also going to need Queen Mab. I believe it's a Lovers. Yeah, I need her back. Okay. So, yes, that means I can fuse Black Frost now. So this is the way these fusions work. You can only see what you're going to get if you have all the ingredients, but you can see the ingredients you need to fuse a certain persona. And you see how Okanushi is highlighted there, and the other 3 aren't? That means I have Okanushi in my current inventory, and I would need to get the other 3 in order to fuse this persona, but not that I care. And it works the same with pentagons and hexagons. And I think there's a fusion with even more personas than that. Yeah, there is. But works the same. All the ones over 3 do. So, what I want to do here, and this is a pain in the ass, but to make my life easier later on, I want to transfer Mabufu. And I want to avoid all recovery and support moves. Recovery moves include anything that heals or removes a status ailment. Support moves are any of the buffs, not the auto buffs, those are special moves. So things like Rakukaja, Tarukaja, and the Ma versions. That also includes the debuffs like Secunda, Rakunda, and all the Ma equivalents. And if you have any dark moves that you can transfer, definitely transfer those if you can. Because, well, those ones won't interfere at all, but unfortunately, because it's a full persona, it inherits everything equally. Yeah, that's kind of a problem. You also want to avoid all fire moves, except for Maragi. Maragi will not interfere, but we need Mabufu, and no fire moves other than Maragi. If you get Maragi, that's fine. And all recovery and support moves. So, yeah. This could take a while. This is probably the hardest fusion I'm doing. So, I'm going to do this off screen and I'll be right back. Okay, I got it. It actually didn't take too long. Yeah, that dodge fire ability and ice boost, those are special abilities, and They're basically just the passive abilities is what they classify as special abilities. So yeah, we got Mabufu. That's what I want. So let's go ahead and fuse. The nice thing about these special fusions, Igor cannot drop the cards, thankfully. Black Frost is much better in Persona 4 than he is in Persona 3. He's not too useful in Persona 3. He's very good in Persona 4. He's, like, really good. But he sucks in Persona 3. He's only really useful as a bridge. I mean, he's weak to light, I guess. So, I mean, in theory, you could customize him, but... why? I don't want to inherit that, obviously. I want to get rid of that Agilao with Trifuri. No, I want Mudo on there because Mudo won't interfere. So Trifuri is also a special type move. So I can get rid of Agilao with that. Alright, let's go ahead and register. No, not Samael, Black Frost. Cool. Okay. So now that I did that one, let's complete the request. And then... I'm gonna save. And we get a useless accessory. It restores some amount of SP per turn. A negligible amount. Yeah, we're gonna wait on that one. Yeah, we'll accept this one so we can get the, I don't think I'm on those floors yet, so... gotta accept that request for later. But yeah, I want to save because I don't want to have to do that again, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And next up, we want to fuse in a triangle fusion. Obviously, if you haven't registered these personas at the final level they learn an ability at, register them. But I want to use Samael. You could also use Aerobus. He works as well. Take-Mikazuchi and Leanan Sidhe. And, or Genbu. You could also use Genbu. But what I want to transfer here, and this is going to be annoying, but got a decent shot of doing it. I want to transfer Zionga and Mazio. Yeah, Elec Boost is nice, but I do not have enough patience to do that. But the nice thing about my setup here is that I can check Leanan Sidhe, and then check Genbu, and see if I got the moves I wanted. But I did not. I mean, if you get Elec Boost, great. I actually got it on my third test run, but I wouldn't go out of your way for it. Just try it one more time, and if not, I'll get it off screen. This is also a hard fusion. It's the hardest fusion I'm doing with, combined with Black Frost. They're the two most difficult. But they're not terribly difficult. That's close, but not quite. So, yeah. I'll be back. Wow. Not only did I get Zionga and Mazio, but I ended up getting Elec Boost. That's great. I'll take it. That's, that's very unusual. Don't go out of your way for Elec Boost. Just don't. It's nice if you get it, but it's not necessary. Because it just lets you do more damage, but the enemies are already dead. So all getting Elec Boost really does is make the enemies more dead. So yeah, I don't see a point to it. You do want to hang on to that Agidyne and Mudoon skills. Succubus is going to be our dark persona, although Samael will still be useful, but not for Mudoon. He'll actually be useful for his Herculean Strike or Swift Strike, whichever one I got, I forget. But yeah, let's get rid of that Fire Break, that's totally useless. It would be decent if it didn't cost like 40 SP or something ridiculous, Ailment Boost. Do I care about that? Not really. I mean, I guess I'll get rid of Marin Karin because Sexy Dance hits everybody anyway. And with a maxed Devil Link persona, or Social Link, you'll learn Null Light, which is why I wanted to max Devil Link before I came into Tartarus. I probably should have mentioned that before, but oops. That's not a big deal. I mean, you'll be so close to getting Null Light that you could probably just level for it. If you have a rank 9. But yeah, let's get rid of that Tarunda. So we have a Lightning persona, a Dark persona, and a backup Fire persona that has no weakness. So yeah, Succubus is one of my favorite personas in the game. In fact, I'll be using her for a long time. She's really good. So let's register her. I'm never going to register her again, obviously, because, well, if she hits level 50, I believe that's the level that will throw off a future fusion, so don't let that happen. Now, those are the two difficult fusions. The rest is pretty easy. But again, I want to save because I don't want to lose that. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And next up, we want to fuse Nekomata. So we're going to have to buy Nekomata with High Pixie. You could also use Unicorn, but I'd rather just use High Pixie. Do I need High Pixie? Yeah, I mean, Unicorn's cheaper, but Unicorn has less moves, so I won't be able to transfer as much stuff. So that's why I want to use High Pixie. I'd use Unicorn if it had learned all of its abilities, but it didn't for me, so. Oh well. Of course, it never really does. I mean, yeah, Nekomata hasn't learned very many either, which is weird. Normally I learn more abilities than that. I must have forgotten to register her or something. I don't know. But that's not really a big deal. And yes, I'm recreating Narcissus. Don't worry about getting the heart item to appear right now. It's not important. Just avoid lightning moves. And you need to learn Sexy Dance, and it already has Charm Boost, so. But we're gonna need those on there, on the Narcissus persona here. I mean, if it has the heart item on it, awesome, but nah, it doesn't. Even though it will learn all of its moves, it will not give you the heart item for gaining the 5 levels. Yeah, you actually have to gain a level legitimately in order to gain the heart item. That's not really a big deal for Narcissus. It's such a low level. I mean, by the time I care about it, I'll just put a growth ability on it and not a problem. I guess I'll register that Narcissus. Not that it particularly matters. So now I want to take that... Well, actually, no. I want to fuse Floros with Okanushi. Who I misspelled in my notes. But Okanushi and Floros will give us Narasimha. Again, I want to avoid lightning moves, which... I'm not even sure if it can inherit lightning moves. But, yeah, I want to avoid lightning moves. I don't think it can, because it's a physical type. I don't think it can inherit. No, I don't think it can, but... That's just what I have in my notes. I suppose don't let an ability evolve in case, you know, it ends up... you know, evolving into a lightning move. Ah, yes, Power Charge. Power Charge doubles the damage of your next physical attack. Yes, it's double, it's 2.0, it's not 2.5, it's completely worthless in Persona 3. I know in other Shin Megami Tensei games, it is, in fact, 2.5, but it isn't here. So, yeah, they really nerfed it in Persona 3, unfortunately. So, pay no attention to the charge abilities. Mind Charge is useful twice, because you have nothing better to do, but other than that, yeah, Power Charge is never useful. I mean, you can spend a little less HP, because you're spending SP and HP to do a physical attack, instead of HP twice, but even then, it's never worth it. I mean, just the main character should always be doing damage, so anything that hurts his DPS is a no-no. And with the random damage variation that favors the lower end of the spectrum, you end up doing about 1.8 to 1.9 times damage in reality, even with the 2.0 multiplier. Yeah, it sucks. But anyway, we want to fuse Narcissus with Narasimha, and that will give us Thoth. Now, I want to transfer, and this really shouldn't be too difficult, Sexy Dance and Charm Boost. Sometimes you get Mar and Karin, because the game is taunting you. But this one I can usually do on screen. Or, I can usually get right away. But not today, apparently. I deserve it for getting that Elec Boost on Succubus. I'll take it. Oh, no, I got it right away. Thanks, game. Okay. So, yeah, that's all I really care for. So you want to avoid lightning moves, which is why I didn't have any to begin with, because I believe Thoth is a lightning-based persona. Yeah, it's an electric inheritance. And we want to remove any lightning move on it, which includes its Zionga that it has there. So it's going to learn Growth 2. It's going to learn Mazionga. So I'm going to take Megiddo and replace Mazionga. And then it'll learn Meteorama, and I'm going to use that to replace Zionga. And that's why you can't transfer any lightning moves, because those are the only two abilities you have to overwrite. You should learn all the abilities so long as Hierophant is maxed out, which if you've been following me, it will be. Okay. So let's go register him. Oh, and make sure you had registered... Oh no, we're not using Narasimha, never mind. Oh, did I not register? Okay. So next up, I want to take Black Frost and fuse it with Nadataishi, who I have to buy back. You'll need around 300,000 yen for this, by the way, which should not be an issue at this point in the game. The game's going to start throwing money at you like it's candy. Okay. So, use Nadataishi with Black Frost. That'll give us Rahanaga. All I care to get here is Herculean Strike, and I already got it. Very easy to get because I believe it's a Strike Inheritance persona. So, yeah, we'll take it. It's one of the physical types, so it inherits Strike attacks very easily. We'll need Thoth and Rahanaga for the upcoming boss. I could have waited to fuse them, but... yeah, they're pretty easy to fuse, so... I don't really care about any other ability other than Herculean Strike on it. The rest of the abilities can be anything for all I care. Nah. Oh, that skill evolution is the only thing that can bypass a persona's inheritance type, so it's the only way to get, like, an ice move on Pyro Jack, for example. But it's totally unreliable. Unless you're playing the portable version, in which case... well, you could use skill cards to bypass the inheritance type. Okay, so let's register that. And then let's quickly go over the personas for the next area. So the personas you'll need for the next block are, the next section of Tartarus, are Leanan Sidhe, Genbu, Succubus, Orobus with Hamayan, and Thoth and Rahanaga. So I believe I have to buy back Leanan Sidhe, and that's probably it, actually. If I can find her. Empress persona. Ah, I way past it. There it is. Such a useful persona. What was I doing? Oh, right. I was just checking what personas I had on me. Kind of dazed out there. So, yeah. You need Aerobus, Genbu, Succubus, Leanan Sidhe, Thoth, and Rahanaga. So, that'll do it. Alright, let's go get out of here and save. The party that I recommend bringing is Aigis, Akihiko, and Mitsuru. So I'll put them in my party afterwards. And the Odenta Mitsuyo rare sword has a 6% chance to spawn on floor 142. And you can also get it from a rank 8 sword card that we can't get right now anyway. So I'll put these in my party, and that'll be it. So next time we'll go through the next section of Tartarus. Should be pretty exciting. This is Ryzen. Thanks for watching. Take care.